Hi guys, Joy here, and I'm here to help you on your awakening journey. I'm one opinion out of many, please take it or leave it. And today I wanted to download some messages from our guides, our team, our guardian angels, our ancestors, the ones that watch over us. What messages do they have for you today? What messages do they have for you today? And I'm just lighting some Palo Santo. And we're clearing any negativity, any confusion, any ego. We're clearing it out. I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. So it is. I ask any negative thought forms be rebuked. No negativity is welcome here. Only high vibrational messages are welcome. And I'm calling in Archangel Michael at this time to put protection around us in these tough times, what people are calling the end times. And I'm just asking for protection around each individual listener, and that the messages that come through will be of the highest vibration for my listeners. Messages to help, messages to improve, so that we are looking at our best case scenario. Thank you. Thank you. And the first card I pulled today was the Queen of Cups, which is receptivity in this deck. And I just love the lotus, the flower of rebirth, right? And the Queen of Cups, excuse me. So right off the bat, starting with water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The Queen of Cups, emotionally nurturing, intuitive, sensitive. So I get the feeling that the messages that are coming through are going to be for healers, for those of us that are doing service for others. We're no longer in service to self. Some of us need to be comfortable with going with the flow. And I'm just imagining sitting on a raft in a river, and I'm just floating. And I'm just going where the river is taking me. Our guides want us to rest, knowing that the river has us. The river is the universe. The river is God. The river is prime creator, source, whatever you choose to call it. And we're being asked to really trust that flow right now. Not everything is as it seems in the world. We are all looking for guidance. which is the Three of Pentacles here. They want us to enjoy what we're doing right now. Our guides are wanting us to be in the highest vibration possible as far as happy, joyous, and free. They, Spirit and our guides, don't want us to get stuck too much in the way we used to do things. They want us to relax more in unknowing. Our biggest fear most of the time is not knowing what's going to happen. However, our team wants us to know that we are divinely guided, and regardless of what's going on in the world, we have success. We are headed towards success. This is equal to the Six of Wands, which is achievement. Having had achievement of after all the work that you've put in, after everything that you've done, as far as worrying and stress, usually fives are minimal struggles, minimal worries, right? So sixes, this Six of Wands, or the Six of Fire, is bringing in success. It's bringing in the energy of finality came in, but it's not really finality. It's more like having achievement after working so hard towards that achievement, right? It is taking the leap of faith here, the Fool, and knowing that the universe is going to catch you. Like literally jumping off the cliff into the water of receptivity, right? We can trust in that because our guides are trustworthy. Our guides have never left us. Our guides have always been with us. Our team of angels, as I call them, have always been there for us. They've never left us. I was just thinking about this earlier today too. I've never left. God never left me. I left. I chose to do my own thing. I chose to go elsewhere. I chose to leave God out of it. That was my choice. So I feel like some of you have chosen to just leave God out of it. And I feel like that has happened a lot. Leaving God out of it may not be the best idea. I'm gonna be honest. Innocence is the Sun card. Happiness, all will be well, right? So what our guides are trying to tell us to relax because it's going to be okay. We have been going through a lot lately. And the media is painting a picture like everything is perfect, but we know it's not. We can feel it. We can feel something's not right in the world. Something's shifting. Something's changing. We just can't put our finger on it. That is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands brings celebration, safety in the home. But participation, right? One second. I wanted to look up that specific card for participation. And from the top, it looks like, honestly, it looks like 4 aliens sitting across from each other. That's what pointed out to me. It says each figure in this mandala holds the right hand up in an attitude of receiving and the left hand down in an attitude of giving. The whole circle creates a tremendous energy field that takes on the shape of a double dorje, D-O-R-J-E. I'm not sure how to say that. The Tibetan symbol for the thunderbolt. The mandala has a quality like that of energy field that forms around a Buddha, where all the individuals taking part in the circle make a unique contribution to create a unified and vital whole. It is like a flower whose wholeness is even more beautiful than the sum of its parts, at the same time enhancing the beauty of each individual petal. You have an opportunity to participate with others now and to make your contribution to creating something greater and more beautiful than each of you could manage alone. Your participation will not only nourish, but will also contribute something precious to the whole. So you're being asked to participate in your life and not sit by the wayside and let it happen to you. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. Things don't happen to you, they're being shown to you. Right? Things usually get brought up in your memory or in your mind so that you can make a decision on whether you would like to keep it or leave it. Right now, a lot of things have been falling away. But we have to participate. Some of you haven't been participating. Some of you are sitting around waiting for things to happen to you or for you. When you're the one that's the powerful one. You're the one that has all the power to, you have the power to change. You have the power to make a change. That's coming through very, very strongly here. The miser is the 4 of rainbows, which is pentacles. The 4 of pentacles here. We've been feeling poor, holding back, right? We don't want to be the miser anymore. Spirit's saying, don't hoard if you can give it and you don't need it right now. Or if you're not going to need it. If you've had stuff like me in boxes in the garage, trust me, it's been in there for 3 years. I don't need it. We're asking to get rid of that which doesn't serve us anymore. Clutter doesn't serve us. Attachment doesn't serve us. Some of us need to focus on losing attachments to people, places, things, ideas, opinions. And I was just taken back to steps 1, 2, and 3 again in the AA, or for Alcoholics Anonymous, or NA. Step 1, I can't. Step 2, God can. Step 3, I think I'll let him. And, or her, however you see God. Right? Because it's a God of your understanding. We don't have to use other people's ideas. We can have our own. There's no such thing as hell. Hell is what you make it. Hell is here. Some of us have already lived through hell. What else? What else, guides? Let's do some oracles here. I'm going to do some work the light here. Let's see what comes up. Guides, spirit guides. Messages for my listeners, please. Messages for my listeners. What does the collective need to know? What do my listeners need to hear? Messages from spirit, messages from our team. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations. Dreaming a new world into being. And I'm immediately taken to the never-ending story, because in the movie he just can't understand that he is so important. A little boy couldn't be so important. How is he the one creating this world? Right? The truth is, we are the ones creating our reality. What we want in our life, we can have. Right? We're the ones birthing it in. We're the creators in our world. Okay? Whatever we want to see, we can create that. I'm just waiting to see if there's any other messages on this card here. The next card that flew out was Amrama. Where are you being called to journey to? What is your heart telling you, my friend? Your heart speaks to you. Can you hear it? Your heart is calling you to where you need to go. Generally, your heart, not generally, your heart voice is divinity. The voice of your heart is God. The voice of your heart is Source. It is Prime Creator. We can get bombarded by thought forms all day long. They attack our mind, our thinking. We can be swayed one way or the other. Our mind can be swayed back and forth. Our heart cannot. Your heart cannot. Your heart has an idea that comes from God. It comes from the higher realms. It comes from your team. It comes from high vibrational beings. Are you listening? What are you being called to do? Are you being called to go elsewhere? Are you being called to quit your job? Are you being called to move? Or are you just simply being called to have to go to the store? It's up to you to do God's work. You can be a tool for the enemy, or you can be a tool for God. It's up to you. It's your choice. And believe me, if you don't think you have influences, just turn on your radio for a few minutes. How many commercials do you hear? How many billboards do you pass when you drive? How many businesses have advertisements out on the front of their buildings? That's all influences. That's all programming. What is your heart calling you to do? Your guides are asking you to listen to your heart. Thinking can get you into a lot of trouble, but when you follow your heart, even if it's crazy, even if it's the fool, right? Where you're just like, I'm gonna go get this job, right? I'm gonna change my career in my 40s. I'm gonna go back to school and change my complete everything about my life, because now, see, before I was a techie, right? And I did customer service. Now, here I am doing readings. So your life can do a 180 or a 360 or a 90 degree, right? Your heart will tell you where you need to be. Excuse me. And this card too, even, she's lit up on her heart chakra. Right there is her heart chakra. And I love how they're showing the stars here, but really get grounded. This is reminding me of the grounding guided meditation, where you take your heart star and you plant it in the earth, right? So you have like a platform underneath you. And then you take your heart star back up through your feet, up your chakra system, and out your crown, out to the galactic center. And you're also connected here as well. You're connected to Earth. You're connected to the central core, or the central star, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it the central star. Some people call it the central core. There's no wrong. Okay. There's no wrong there. All right. So we're grounding ourselves to Gaia, right? That's what we need to be doing. We're asked to be, just get grounded, because we're constantly in our head. We're constantly, not in our head, but in our third eye chakra. We're also in our crown chakra a lot. Especially those of us that are healers, right? Divine feminines. We are, and masculines as well. Not just feminines, but all of us that have the third eye and the crown chakra open, we can be imbalanced. We could be floaty, ungrounded. And when we are, it can seem like it's not very helpful to other people, honestly. So yeah, we're being asked to go out into nature, get in water, specifically get in water. That is what I'm being told. So if you have a lake or a safe river to get into, ocean, or if you don't, you can obviously take a bath. You can use Epsom salt in the bath. Bring crystals into the bathtub with you, candles, and just take a few moments to just get really grounded and feel into your body. I usually play a frequency meditation so that I can get more relaxed. And yeah, I'm just looking here. It looks like the ancestors standing around. Yep. Our ancestors are also out in the trees in nature too. That's going to help us get in touch with our team, our ancestors. And I think somebody's grandparents are trying to come through. Grandmother's trying to come through to say, I love you. Somebody's grandmother loves you so much. Maybe mine. Maybe not. I think we're all loved beyond measure, and that is a fact. Let's get any other messages here. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Usually the niggle is going to come from the solar plexus. Your solar plexus has so many ideas for you. Any other messages from Trust the Niggle? They're just saying, trust your inner guidance. Trust that feeling that you get. You know? Sorry, I'm clearing for this too here. Sorry if you guys are dealing with a car accident. I just see a car accident. I'm not sure if it's... Oh, okay. So, some of you are getting gut feelings. Like, follow your gut feeling, because sometimes you go a different route. Maybe you're being called to go a different route to protect you from a car accident. Maybe you're running late to protect you from that car accident, right? Your guides are always guiding you to protect you. So you want to follow that niggling feeling. Excuse me. That's going to help a lot. Your team is saying. They'll put ideas in your head, like if you see a homeless person, give them all your money. Like I was told that once. I pulled up to a stoplight and a homeless man was in the middle, and I was advised, literally, give him all of the change that you have in your pocket. And I did. And I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did with the money. Hopefully he got some food. But the truth is, that's how God uses us. Just as the enemy can use us. Oh yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Just as the enemy can use us. So some of you are being asked to be a tool for God, like me. And are you willing to do that? Are you willing to just do what God asks you to do? Like, give that gentleman all your money in your pocket. Or give some food away to a shelter. Or donate some of the old clothes that you have to, if you're a woman, obviously you can give them to battered women's shelters, or great homeless shelters. And they're always in need of underwear and socks and shoes, especially for kids. But women, you know how we need pads and tampons. And we need to be more readily givable. I don't know. That didn't really make sense. But we need to be more readily... What are you guys trying to tell me? Readily givable. Okay, so we need to be able to give freely. Alright, so if we have a blanket and someone needs it, give it to them. People are being pushed to the brink, okay? There is a major crisis with homelessness going on, especially in places like California, where the prices have skyrocketed. And believe me, we don't have help. We do not have help. The media is not showing you how much people are struggling right now. Okay? This is coming through very strongly. People are having to put more gas in their vehicles, pay more for gas in their vehicles. People are having to pay more for clothes. People are having to pay more for milk and bread, and eggs are essentials. Look at what has skyrocketed. Eggs, milk, bread, cheese, that's staples. That's what we call staples. You have to have bread, milk, and cheese, you know? Like, I'm not necessarily cheese, but bread, milk, and eggs. Flour. That stuff is staples for your house, you know? For baking, for making stuff. Oils. Cooking oils and things like that. If you have it, give it, okay? If you don't mind asking for it. Don't be afraid to ask for a cup of sugar. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for salt. Right? Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. We have been brought up in a world where people don't care. And people are so judgmental, so yeah, we're afraid to ask for help. We're afraid to be judged. People don't want to ask for help because they're judged. So if your heart says that person needs milk, give it to them if you have it. If you see someone who needs, maybe they need a quick ride, obviously. People are not very trustworthy with that, but whatever your heart says, it'll be laid on your heart. Any other messages on that card, on this subject? You don't have to tithe to a church as well. I'm getting this very clear. My parents used to tithe 10% of their income. And yes, that's great to do. That is a good universal law to follow. However, you do not have to donate to a church, especially mega churches. I wouldn't. Hell no. You think Joel Osteen really needs your fucking check for $20? No. You know who needs it? A homeless shelter. A mission. You know? Or an individual. You can tithe to individuals. You can tithe to people. You can tithe to organizations. You don't have to tithe to a church. I don't know who needs to hear this. But giving away 10% of your income is a very good way to make sure that your dollar stretches for the entire month. I know because I've seen it. It works. You don't think it does, but it will. Start giving 10% of your income and see what happens. I don't know who needs to hear this. I hope it helps, honestly. Those all just channeled messages. Anything else? I know. Let's do a couple other cards here. Let's do spellcasting. See what comes out. Oops. Let me try to mix them a little better. Any messages from my listeners, from our guides, from God, from Source, high dimensional beings? This one's come out. Justice. Justice. Libra. Libra energy here. Justice, you guys. Somebody's dealing with some court cases. And I want you to know that it's going to come out balanced and in your favor. It's definitely going to come in your favor. I don't know who needed to hear that. But whatever your court case is it's going to come out okay. Court case is going to come out okay. Absolutely. Any other messages? That was a very specific message for somebody. So you're gonna win this case. I'm so happy for you, honestly. Healing. We're healing, guys. We've been healing. If you're on this journey with me, we've been healing for the past 2 years. It doesn't look like we've been healing for the past 2 years because of the turmoil. But literally the turmoil is proof that we have been healing. As a collective. She's lighting up her heart chakra too. And her throat. Some of you need to clear your throat chakra and speak your truth. Stop holding back whatever it is you need to say. That burning feeling to speak will stop eventually. It will stop. But I don't think that's your highest version. I think the best, highest version of you, honey, is gonna be to speak your truth. Be honest. Be honest with yourself and others. I think being honest with yourself sometimes is the hardest thing because we gaslight ourselves. We lie to ourselves. We downplay our needs and our wants. We ignore our niggle, right? We ignore the things placed on our heart. Let's not do that anymore. The world needs to hear you. The world needs to hear your voice. And somebody's going to have a career change here really fast. Oh wow, that is so beautiful. The more you look at this card, the more you can see there's a ladder going up to this tree, and there's butterflies all around it, and it's inside a bubble, of a rainbow bubble. And there's all these butterflies inside. In here there's butterflies, and there's a ladder going up to the tree. That really just puts me in mind of inner child play. It's 11 o'clock. At least it doesn't ding 11 times, so hang on. Inner child play. Some of us grew up too quick. I think a lot of us did. If you're an indigo, you grew up really fast. You came here with programming and you just set out to do your mission. Straight up. I know I was an indigo. And I was... This is what's coming up. I was making adult choices. I was making decisions. I probably should have just been a kid a little bit longer, you know? And our guides really want us to just take and embrace our inner child, because those of us that have had to grow up really fast, or you're the oldest, so you had to take care of your siblings, or maybe you lost your parents and you had to live with parents like grandparents and you had to do other jobs. You know, you weren't really able to embrace the child, or be a teenager for that matter. You were just forced to grow up so fast. I'm really sorry that that happened to you. I know I did, but I was an only child and I kind of just followed my heart and I kind of followed my mission. I'm going to be honest. A lot of us did that. I think we came in and we were just in a hurry to follow our programming and we got activated. And once we were activated, we were just boom on a roll of clearing karma, you know, clearing, not causing wreckage, but really clearing. And doing a lot of work. And it's a lot of spiritual work that nobody even recognizes anymore. Right? All the spiritual work that we've done, clearing karma, and having Kundalini awakenings just on our own. And we haven't been taught, you know. We never were taught how to do that stuff. We just did it. We followed our intuition. Right now, some of us are being asked to set our career aside. Like me. I've had to set my career aside for the past 2 years and follow my heart. And I've done a lot of self-work on myself the past couple years. And a lot of us are dealing with closure again still. Or I have new listeners that are dealing with closure. And I want you to know that you can move on without having closure. You can. If you've had a death in the family, you're unable to get closure with that person, you can write them a letter. You can write the letter, you can take it to their grave, or you can just simply read it out loud and burn it. Follow your heart. Your intuition will guide you on how exactly you need to take the next steps to get closure. Right? Here, I'm going to get my index cards because I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling the index cards. So let's get some final messages. Let's get some final messages here from the guides, from Spirit, final messages from my listeners here, guidance from higher vibrational beings in our team, please. Honesty. Some of us aren't being honest. We're not being honest with ourselves. Are you really being honest with yourself? Are you being true to yourself? Or are you just doing what other people want you to do? Are you doing what other people in society and the systems want you to do? Or are you doing what you want to do? Because you don't find out what your mission is by following the crowd. Okay? Protect your energy. Oh yeah, that's reminded me. I was, I shared something in Facebook. I was like, they were like, I'm being constantly attacked by negativity. And I said, look, get some, you know, some obsidian. This is black obsidian, which is basically lava from a volcano, right? They said it was evil. Oh, this is so evil. Oh, it's gonna kill you. Oh my god. No. Okay, obsidian and onyx you can have around you for protection. I have onyx because I had a big slab that my dad had from his work because he worked at John's Manville and made insulation. We got a story on that too. But anyways, so obsidian, onyx, will protect your energy. You know what else will protect your energy? Black candles. They're for protection. And they were like, oh, that's evil. No, it's not. You know what is evil? Intentions. Evil intentions. Those are what evil. That's what's evil, okay? You can protect your energy from that. And guess what? We're always having black energy sent at us constantly through TV, through radio, through advertisements, etc. Right? So we're wanting to protect ourselves. Ooh, shadow work came out, guys. Sorry. Someone's doing some shadow work. Do you know what shadow work is? Shadow work is basically working on yourself. Shadow work is looking at yourself and seeing what's wrong, or not that it's wrong or bad, but things that you can change. Things that do no longer serve you, like negativity or yelling at people or judgment, right? We can take that and turn it into something positive instead. Like, I'm never going to judge another person again, because we know when we're judging other people that it's just us judging ourselves. And more than anything, our guides want us to be happy and smile. Our angels want us to be happy and smile. Laughter is the best medicine in all respects. Laughter is the best medicine for illnesses. Laughter is also the best medicine for negativity. Laughter is also the best medicine for being bored, right? And being bored isn't a bad thing, you guys. Is there anything else that needs to come through? I love you. Your guides love you. Your team loves you. They want you to know that the world is a better place with you in it. You are needed. Your light is needed. And the way to shine your light the brightest is to clear the wreckage of your past. Right? Deal with the stuff that comes up. Apologize when you need to. And always forgive. Right? Forgive. Just forgive. Let it go. And, yeah, I think that's amazing. Also, I just wanted, before I let you go, I wanted to put this back out there. I did want to give this away to someone. It's an intention jar. I wanted to do a giveaway for having 100 subscribers. And nobody has won it because nobody has entered. So if you want to enter for this jar, please just put hashtag jar, J-A-R, right, in the comments below, and I'll have my kids pick a winner, and I'll contact you and reach out and get it sent to you. All right? I love you guys so much, and if this resonates, please share, and I'll see you in the next reading. Love you guys.